Hello, I'm Rihanna. This is Rose of Light. Thank you for joining me. I was meditating and I kept hearing boundaries. So I thought I would put on the camera and do a little chat about boundaries. It's the perfect time of year where people will push your boundaries, perhaps, or uh, guilt trip you into doing things that you don't really want to do, or see people you don't really. And a lot of times it's because it's family and there's guilt associated with it. But it also brings back past memories and past hurts and how people have crossed your boundaries, and when you've been very strong and clear in your boundaries and people still cross those boundaries, and that really shows how they value and respect you, because if you're really clear and you're honest and they still do things that you've asked them not to do, then that's not a healthy relationship. And unfortunately, sometimes you can't choose who's in your life. You can't choose your parents, can't choose your siblings, you can't choose your step parents, or you know um, your in-laws, whatever the case is, right? It's the holiday season, and sometimes we're thrown into the mix with people that we wouldn't normally choose for ourselves. But what do you do? What do you do? And also, it also brings up memories of how painful the past could have been for you, especially the holiday season. There's a lot of people suffer and get triggered, and then they take out their triggers, and they react and kind of project on you. And I mean, it's not easy. Even if you're very joyful, happy person, sometimes there's going to be things that are triggering you, and past loves, how they treated you, and different things, right? So when I think about boundaries, I also think about let go of the past, forgive the past. Forgiveness is the answer. It's all about forgiveness. And yes, forgiveness is really important, but forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is about you moving forward and forgiving yourself. There's certain things, especially when you're really young, like what else you don't know. And as you grow, you learn, and it's all about lessons, and sometimes you're not proud of how you've responded or how you've reacted or things that you've done in the past. But that forgiveness is about you, because if you didn't go through those things, it wouldn't make you who you are. Now, when it comes about to forgiving people that have hurt you, betrayed you, disrespected you, abused you, discarded you, all of the things, treated you like you were less than. Do you need to forgive them? I mean, this is up for debate. Really, you don't need to forgive the person. And you definitely don't need to forgive the situation. But you need to forgive yourself for who you were in that moment, because that's the stuff that will keep you stuck. And forgiveness, you don't, I mean, if you can forgive the person, wonderful. I mean, that's the goal. But sometimes people do things that are so cruel, and some would say unforgivable, but that's not their business. Whether you forgive the person or not, that's none of their business. It's about you. And I feel like it's really important to let go of those feelings, because those situations, those people, those feelings that are stuck in there, that's where you're giving power to that. That's what you're feeding. And that's not what is for your highest good, right? It's okay to feel those moments when they come back and you get triggered, and yes, you're going to go back to those moments, and sometimes you might get stuck there for a little bit, but it's so important to pull back your power and remember who you are. And you are no longer that person. You are no longer in that situation, and you can't control what people do, say, or how they treat you, but you can control how you show up and what you're going to allow and not allow. Before I turned on the camera, I pulled a card from the angel deck, and it's call back your power. Forgiveness is about no longer allowing someone or something to affect your state of happiness. It doesn't mean you have to forget the past or avoid a situation entirely. You can't avoid it, you can't run from it. You gotta face it. But right now, you are being encouraged to take your power, your light, and your capacity to make a decision back into your own hands. By taking back what is yours, you also command respect from those around you. And your activation, I forgive the past, and I give myself the respect I deserve. So yes, forgiving the past, it's made you who you are. It's made you who you are. And I'm sure you're quite wonderful. And you can't change it. So forgive it. But like I said, you don't have to, it's not about the person or the situation. There was lessons that you needed to learn, and there's blessings that come from it. And sometimes the worst heartbreak or betrayal or disrespect is the lesson that you needed to learn, so that you can see that, so that when someone shows you who they are, you believe them the first time. You believe them the first time. And I know empaths especially, we see the good in people, we see the light, and we focus on the light, and then we kind of, try to learn about what triggers people and why they act the way they are. And we get curious and we're like, well, why? Why do you do this? Because you don't do those. Why? Like, what is it about this person that does those things? But there's so much other things that keep you maybe hooked. But it's about knowing your worth and working towards always having your boundaries. And and the card says you can't avoid it, you can't run from your problems, you can't run from the situation, you can't just hide and like, ooh, no, it's best to actually deal with it. And I know I'm learning and growing as we go, and I say these things because they're important for me too, right? Especially when it comes to family or how you've been brought up, and there's like, is it even worth it? You question that, is it even worth it? But if it's bothering you and you're thinking about it and you don't think about them, but then when you do hear from them and it triggers you, then yeah, there's something in there that you need to deal with. you need to sort through that. You need to sort through it, because it's important to clean this stuff up. It's important to clean it up because so many of us are healing those wounds, those core wounds, those relationships, being really strong in our boundaries and having a really solid, healthy sense of self-worth and self-love and kindness and compassion towards ourselves. And no is an answer, and you don't need to give an explanation, especially with the holidays and people want you to go places and they expect you to go to this party or that house and you need to do this, and no, you need to come to my house for this. And when you're a parent, do you really want to be packing up all your stuff and all your kids? Sometimes, yeah, you do. Like, you want to. That's part of your tradition. You love it. Great. But sometimes you just want to be with your kids, your core, your family that are really close to you, the good friends, the people that lift you up, and sometimes you don't want to do anything and you're just tired and you want to have a break. And why do you have to have all these expectations to do all of these things? Why? I've let that stuff go, and I don't know if it's just part of me being really good at putting a lot of focus in my healing, or maybe it's just because I'm a woman in her 40s just doesn't give a shit anymore. Like, forget it. No, you can't tell me what to do. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm going to do things on Christmas Eve. I'll make it dinner. And then on Christmas, I'm going to just relax. I'm going to enjoy it. And maybe that's what you're being called to do, or maybe you are more of an extrovert and that you want to be around everybody and you want the big family, and so do it. Do what makes you happy, and that's the answer. And if somebody is pushing you to do something that you don't want to do, then why are you going to do it? I don't know. But we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up the season. We're wrapping up the year. There's been a lot that's happened, and I know so many of us have gone through some pretty big tower moments. And I pulled a card from the light oracle deck, and the crumbling came out. The crumbling, and I love how it's quite dark, and then like the crumbling, but this is more, it's cracking open. It's being cracked open, and the darkness and the chaos and all the things are leading to something better and brighter and quite abundant. I mean, look at all these beautiful flowers, and it's lovely. And why? Because I think we're birthing a new age. A lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are waking up. I'm not talking about woke culture. I'm talking about people who are waking up to who they are. Not who they've been conditioned to be or who they think they should be. People are really waking up to who they are and what they want, and putting up those strong boundaries and not allowing people to take from them, because they're dreaming of a new world, a new being, birthing new creations, and more and more and more people are waking up. And part of this shift, some of us are starting, we've done, like me doing a channel. Come on, I was told that I was going to do this in a reading years ago, and I was like, no way would I ever go on camera and talk about anything. There was no way. But here I am. Here I am. Yep, I guess, I don't know, 5 years later, this is what I'm doing. So thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. It will help me pull on your energy, but also help me grow the channel so that I keep doing this. So thank you. Just want to put in that plug. And why are we here? And the ones that are being called to stand up and to talk about things and to help, because we didn't have the people that we needed. I think when you build that confidence and you want to come out and you want to just talk and share things and help people heal, a lot of times it's because we didn't have that person to help us. And so we want to be that light for other people. And we want to be the spreader of love. And I think that's what you want to be doing too. The more people that stand up and heal and work through those triggers and those traumas and have the strong boundaries because they respect themselves enough to do that for themselves and for the people around them. Because maybe you can't always enable, right? Because they're not going to learn the lesson. And you're not doing yourself any service. You're not doing them any favors. Some people they're just not going to get it. I mean, I have an ex-husband like that. Triggered. I was triggered this week, but I'm working through it. It's fine. So I've forgiven who I was when I met him and married him. I have, and I've become now the king of earth. Really like stable and secure and grounded, and that's the goal, right? You're not something I was thinking about, it's what I'm hearing is like, be your own daddy, right? Who are you seeking validation from? Why are you doing things that you don't want to do? Why are you getting outside validation? Be your own daddy. King of Pentacles, King of Earth, be your own daddy. And then the Queen of Fire, male or female, there's no gender here. It's just the energy, but Queen of Fire. I mean, this is a passionate, secure, confident, magnetic, grounded, loyal, psychic person, right? This is the queen of making shit happen. And that's who you are. You've become your own daddy. I'm not saying you don't have a great relationship with your daddy, but this is, you're giving yourself the validation, the security, the stability that you need for yourself and maybe for your children and your community. And you're doing it with passion and purpose and confidence. And that is what we are bringing in. We are bringing in the light. We are bringing in the love. We are here to heal people because we have done the work and we've healed ourselves. And it's not, it's up and down. It's not, like we've gotten off the wheel and we have our ups and downs, but that light within, that light, that fire is within, and it's burning bright, and nothing's gonna break you. Anytime there's a tower, you've got it, and you're not alone. And look at, you can see the spirit right above, right? You're not alone. You're doing it, and it looks like it's like a shape of a heart, right? You are here to heal your heart. You're here to heal your heart and then to spread love. And yes, you have probably given love to the wrong people that didn't deserve it. That didn't treat you right, that didn't treat you with the kindness, compassion, respect that you deserved. And that was your lesson, and you needed those people. You needed those people to really show you. Doesn't mean you deserved it. No. But you needed them. You needed those lessons, and you needed to heal from those lessons, because you can't really appreciate what real beautiful love is sometimes if you haven't experienced the opposite, right? It's all about balance. You need to see the darkness to see the light, and be comfortable and look, and then it's love. So you tame the beast. You tame the beast within yourself, right? And the queen of fire, she can have a wicked temper, right? She can be fiery. Woo! You cross her, but if she's healed, and you are, and if you're not, you're on your way, and I feel that for you. But it's about love. It's about having that understanding that there is another side to everybody. Some healthier than others, right? And loving yourself, and being okay to be that the beast that you can be. And that can be a beast of passion and purpose, and also about security, about knowing that you are protected. And Spirit's got your back. And there are people that will be a fierce lion to help you if you need it, right? Oh, I don't know. I had a weird dream last night. I had dreams about all of these wild animals that were in my home. There was a bear trying to get in, and then all of a sudden there was vultures I was trying to get out, and then I saw a mountain lion, and I'm like, woof, I got something I got to work through, and it was a trigger. It was a trigger telling me that I have some anxiety and about a certain situation, but I can't control it. I can't control what other people do. All I can do is, okay, that's what it is. I can handle it. I always do. And move on. I'm not going to turn into a wild beast. I'm going to just deal with it as it comes. But you got this. I feel like you've got this. It's time to play. It is a new it's time that we were all getting unbound. We're releasing soul patterns, contracts, past lives. Like, we've been working through this stuff, and don't put pressure. Don't worry if you feel like you're going too slow, too fast. You do something, you stop doing it. You're already doing it. So just doing it and thinking about it is one step, and you don't have to have a platform. It's how you show up and treat other people. It all, like, you're kind to one person, they're kind to the next person and the next person, right? It's that's how it works. And play. Remember to play. It can't be all work and no play. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. Be strong. The triggers are gonna happen. The people are gonna push your boundaries. It's the season. It's the season of the triggers, but it's also the season of joy. And I wish you all a wonderful day. I want you to stay safe and healthy and well, and take care of yourself. We need you strong, but we also need you happy and healed. So thank you very much, and take care.